What's going on, guys? My name is Chaos, and I just got done reading Life and Death, Twilight Reimagined by Stephanie Meyer. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit in case you're interested. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, what's going on, guys? Uh, so welcome back to another episode of Minecraft here on the Sheep and Creeper server. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff today over at NA. I'm gonna start building gonna start building. That doesn't look right. We're gonna start building the hello. Was this a freaking convention or something? Hold on, I got guests to take care of. Oh god, you're loud. Get turned. Get turned down, please. Jeez. When you guys die, you're loud. Hey, come here. Do you know how to jump? Do you know how to, you don't know how to jump. Oh, but you're gonna try. He didn't drop shit. Okay, so stand in my doorway, you idiot. Okay, let's go back. We gotta go back, Jack. Gotta go back. Okay, so I just got done reading Twilight Reimagined, Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer. Oh, which, if I haven't said it before, let me say it now. That woman has my entire admiration, because, oh my gosh. I literally cried. I cried. No. Get dead. Full fuck. And he didn't drop a thing. Did he? Nope. I cried at the end of that book. Let's go ahead and start building this. Okay. Wait. Okay, so we want this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, I cried at the end of that book. Dude. Okay, so I went into the book thinking that it was just going to be an opposite version of Twilight, in a manner of speaking, where everybody's opposite sex, you know. I was completely wrong. It's the same concept of a story, but it's not the same story. Like, I went into it thinking, I can't imagine Edward being a girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. I couldn't imagine Edward being a girl, first of all. And a lot of that has to do with me accepting wholeheartedly that Robert Pattinson is Edward. But after reading that book, I can tell you with complete honesty, I enjoyed it. Not more than Twilight, but I enjoyed it on a different level. Let me explain. I'm a guy. So when we're talking about a pretty girl, I can imagine. My imagination runs wild, let me tell you. So when you mentioned that, okay, this girl is like supremely angelic. She is graceful and beautiful beyond all comparison. I think to myself automatically, okay, I can picture a girl that looks like this. You know, I can imagine it. We don't have to. I don't get. Yeah, let's not. Let's save. Let's be a little bit conservative. But I can imagine, you know, a girl that looks like that. Especially when you start describing, you know, her, you know, her hair, her eyes, her. I cannot think of Robert Pattinson as a woman. I just can't. I can't see it. I can't. But when you describe this girl, I can. Edith is her name, character name. I can imagine. You know, I can see this girl in my head, and I'm thinking to myself, man, you know, this guy Bo, who is the male equivalent of Bella. This guy has it made, you know? Like, he's the luckiest high school aged kid boy in the world. And like that is my thought going into it, because I'm like, I wish you know, in high school, I wish I had that. And I know that sounds like really bad, and I did have a girlfriend in high school, and she was, you know, an angel beyond all, you know, in every sense of the word. But still, like, that, you know, to have a girl that looks like that, oh my gosh. But I can't. 1, 2, 3. I can't do this without counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. I cannot imagine who would play Edith Cullen, who is the Edward equivalent. I can't imagine who would play her. Because, well, first of all, I don't know that many actresses. I don't know of that many actresses in Hollywood. First. And second, you know, who could be that beautiful? I'm sure there's a lot of names out there, and, you know, obviously the ones that pop into my mind are all the blondes. Like, yeah, I guess Dakota Fanning could do it. Because, you know, I happen to think Dakota Fanning is, you know, cute. She's cute. Let's leave it at that. And her character in Twilight was just, that was amazing. I completely agreed. Where is he? I hear him. Sun going down? Sun's going down. That's not good. That's not good. It's not good. So yeah, here's the outline of it. Should I talk more about it during the nighttime? Let's go to a more comfortable spot. A more appropriate spot. Shall we? Span. Span. That's what I wanted to get yourself some spam. Why do people not like spam? I don't understand why people don't like spam. It's just ham. It's just canned ham. That's all it is. Uh-oh. By the way, guys, if I could upgrade my my internet service provider, I would. Trust me. Because this just ain't cutting it. Oh, that looks nice. That looks neat. But the place I'm talking about going is this beautiful little construction right here, which I believe is Coyotes. Yes, it is Coyotes. And guess what? Coyotes on. Hello. Anyways, let's go up, because this is a beautiful, beautiful place upstairs. Up here. Alright, let's get into this beautiful little corner and face you so that you can see me and I can see you. Let's do this. Right? Let's get a little personal. Alright, so torch. Yes, it looks like I'm holding a mic. I can't do that mic thing though. Anyways, so as I was reading it, I was like engulfed in the story. When I read, I usually skim the guts of the story, which is like the extra words in there and like tell you what's going on, who's where, whatever that dialogue is. But I read the actual dialogue that the characters are saying to each other. So I get into a story that way. And I gotta tell you, freaking, this story is nothing like Twilight. If you can imagine Twilight not being a saga, but instead just being one book, this is that book. Even, and Stephanie said in her afterwards that the ending of the book and the way the story progressed toward the end in the third act had nothing to do with the fact that it was a boy and not a girl, because it could have been that way if it was Bella, but and I know this isn't a very coherent review of the book, but I don't want to spoil a lot. I just want to tell you that if you enjoyed Twilight, then you will enjoy this book. And the ending shocks you. It completely is out of left field. It's something that I never thought about when I was watching the Twilight movies or reading Twilight, because you had the established story, and I never thought, what if it ended in one book? What if, when she gets bitten or scratched by that vampire guy who we see in Twilight, and we only see him in that one scene, really, 2 scenes. But if she got bit, what would have happened? What could have happened happens in this book. You get to see an alternate kind of reality play out, and that is so freaking fantastic. I love it. It had me in tears, really, honestly. I don't know. I can't explain my feeling for it. It makes me want to watch the movies again and be disappointed, but because the movies kind of disappointed me. The books made me feel good, but the movies disappointed me. But other than that, the Volturi are all different. The story of the Volturi is different. Alice's story, if you can count it as Alice's story, because I think this is kind of an alternate Alice Archie kind of deal, is completely different, and it's completely out of left field. I didn't even expect the backstory that was going to happen. I didn't think that was going to happen. I am so proud of Stephanie for thinking up this new way to see things. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wish this was a movie. Stephanie, make this happen, please, because I cannot deal with not watching this over and over and over again. If it's done right. Divergent. Insurgent, I mean. Because Divergent was done right, but Insurgent was kind of... But... yeah, I don't know who could play the opposite characters. You know, because Charlie and Renee are the same. They are the same. So, you know, you could get the same actors to play the same people in that role, in those roles. But who would play the new characters? You know, who would play who would play Bo? Who would play Edith? Who would play Archie? Who would play Royal, who is Rosalie's opposite? Eleanor, who's Emmett's opposite? Who would play Corinne, who's Carlisle's opposite? And Ernest, who's Esme's opposite? Who would play all these characters? Jules, who's supposed to be Jacob's opposite, which you don't see a whole lot of her in this story. You only see her a few times, and she's not really a prominent character, unlike Jacob in the original Twilight. But, you know, who would play these characters? I am completely interested in your opinions, because I can't think of any. You know, I can't think of anyone, really, who could play these people. Because... you know, again, I have my standards set really high. But yeah, go ahead, leave your comments down below. Tell me who you think could play these characters, because I am interested to know. And I think that's going to do that for this episode. We did get the layout of battleships done. I didn't get the top part done, but don't worry, I'm going to do that. And, yeah, hopefully by next week, I'll have it all laid out and stuff, and maybe you get to play a game with somebody. I don't know. Go ahead and tell me. If you're watching and you're on the server and you want to play a game, just go ahead and tell me. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you next week, and, yeah, bye-bye.